to wait, and you can more than welcome to join when Christina leads us in a bit. Okay, Steph, just switch it back. Thank you.
I don't see Daniel. Better.
You want to drop something? You okay? Hey, Manny.
Hi, Rabbi. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah,
Just
what's
waiting.
the latest?
Just waiting for Jenny to come.
Ah. She's out doing something very fancy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hi, Rabbi.
Hey, Jenny, how are you, my love?
How are you?
Good. Better that I see both of you, that's for sure.
Did your baby have a 1-year birthday?
He did. He did.
I thought it should be a year.
Yeah, we hit a year, November 10th. Unbelievable, huh?
How about that? How about that?
I like your tie.
Thank you. I like your pajamas, Manny. I like those. I think it's awesome you're with us. I love it.
Tomorrow,
Okay.
okay?
Tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for being good to them. Bye.
Bye, you're welcome, Rabbi. Happy Hanukkah.
Take care. He's a good guy.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, Jenny.
Hello, Cheryl.
Hi, Manny. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good evening, Rabbi.
Good evening. How are you? How are the McGuire's doing?
Well,
We're all right.
3,000 miles away, but we're glad to see you.
I know. It's so good to see you. I know you would be here. You'd probably be with us, wouldn't you? You probably would be out.
Very dapper this
We're
evening.
trying to figure out how to get there safely.
I know. I know. I'm with you. I'm with you. It's so hard right now. It really is.
Yep.
But it's so good seeing you. What devoted grandparents you are.
Hey, we never miss a performance.
We were told, at least.
No, you're good. You're very good. I take notes of all the good grandparents so I
There
can
you go.
relate.
You're looking great,
No, you look very
by
nice.
the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
Very handsome garb you have on this evening, too.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. I won't tell you what I'm wearing below, James.
You don't ever have to.
No need to.
That's right.
We buy jewelry for only the top half for the girls as well.
So how's everyone doing? Everyone okay?
Okay.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Let's go ahead and wish each other Shabbat shalom, and then we can mute ourselves.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Julie.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shalom.
Shabbat
Shalom.
I
Shalom.
heard a little voice back there.
Those are the best, those little voices.
Did you?
And it's so good being with everyone and seeing all these wonderful punams. And for those of you that are hiding, we understand.
Hello, Lyland.
But just know that regardless of how your hair looks, we want to see your punams.
Yeah.
So I'm just going ahead. I'm going to mute those that are not muted just in case.
There we go.
In case there's a few people that are dining still or something.
It's Rabbi.
Oh, there's Ellie.
So please, as you enter, if you would mute yourselves, that'd be terrific. And it's so good to be with everyone. Shabbat shalom. I invite us all to take a deep breath in and exhale out. We come together for our family service led by our 5th grade, and we're going to have a very special guest today as Matt Gann comes back into our community to spend some time with us. We're so excited. We're going to have a little mini interview with him. So we're very excited about that for this evening as well. So with that, Cantor, how should we begin this beautiful Erev Shabbat family service?
Well, hopefully you can all see Mishkan Tefillah.
Beautiful.
We are going to start with a little Hine Matov. How good and how pleasant it is that brothers and sisters dwell together.
Version is Kenny.
Hine Matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
Be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
Be together on this day. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. All right. We're going to continue now with Lecha Dodi, welcoming Shabbat. It takes a while to turn pages, but it's coming. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Lecha lecha dodi, likra likra tada, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. Lecha lecha dodi, likra likra tada, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. La 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 lecha dodi, likra likra tada, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. Lecha lecha dodi, likra likra tada, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. Shamor v'zachor v'diborecha, ishmi'anu el ha'miyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem ol tiferet v'liti la 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 lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. Lecha lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor ha'beracha, merosh v'kedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. La 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 lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. Lecha lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. Hitoreri, hitoreri, ki va'orech bo mi'ori, uri uri shir taveri, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. La 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 lecha dodi, likra likra kala, b'nei b'nei Shabbat nikavela. לקבלה. לך לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לה 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 לה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לה 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 לה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת לקבלה.
All right. And now that we've welcomed the beginning parts, at least welcome the Sabbath bride to our Shabbat services. Now we're going to continue with lighting of the Shabbat candles. I'd like to call upon our Morah, our wonderful, wonderful teacher for this 5th grade class, Christina Fernandez, who will lead us in the lighting of our Shabbat candles.
That page? Oh no, she wants to do that.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We can wish each other Shabbat Shalom as we continue with our service.
We continue now on page 144 with Chatzi Kaddish.
Yikada v'yikada shmei rabba Bilmati v'rachute v'yamlich mahute B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'fayedecho be'Yisrael Ba'gala u'v'zman kariv ve'imeru Amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevorach La'alam ulam me'amaya Yitbarach ve'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh Ve'yithadar ve'yit'aleh ve'yit'hala Shmei dekudesha brichu Le'elam min kol birchata ve'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran be'alma Ve'meru Amen.
Teach me, O God, a blessing of prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on a ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise. As each morning and night you renew your days, let my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways.
We continue now with the Baruch Hu, our call to worship. Please rise if you're able. Am I awake? Am I prepared? ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
What?
We okay, Flannery? You guys all right? Just fixing the audio, right? That's fine. We appreciate that. Thank you so much, Dad.
Thanks, Chris. Can you hear us?
Yes, Chris, gotcha.
Okay, you're okay.
Should I start over? Should I start over?
Yes, go for it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim b'chokhmah poter she'arim u'bitvinah meshaneh itim u'machalif et hazmanim u'msader et hakochavim b'mishmeratehem barakia kirtano borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech b'choshech mipnei or Uma'avir yom mevi layla umavdil ben yom uvein layla Adonai tivot shmo el chai v'kayam tami yemuch alenu le'olam va'ed Baruch atah Adonai ma'ariv aravim. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha, Ahavta, Torah umitzvot, Hukim umishpatim, Otanu limadta. Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu, Beshoch Benu Uvkumenu, Nasiach Bechu Kecha, Vinismach, Bedivrei Toratcha, Uvmitzvotecha, Le'olam Va'ed. Ki Haim, Chayenu Ve'orech, Yamenu, Uvahem Nege Yomam Vilayla Vahavat Cha Al Tasir Mimenu Leolamim Baruch Atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael.
As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle if it's true. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean to struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ahov Amu Yisrael.
Amen. I invite us all to take a deep breath in, exhaling out. Take another deep cleansing breath in as you breathe in that sense of shalom, and exhale out all the mishigas we don't need.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live. Fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. You may be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברתם בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם, אשר הוצאתיהם מארץ מצרים להיות להם לאלוהים. אני אדוני Elohim. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions which I charge you to this day. Impress them upon your children, recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on your doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of this land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God.
In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai. There is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Mi hamoha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamoha ne dar bakodesh, no ra tehilot ose fela. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilo, osef ele, Nora tehilo, osef ele, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Malechutecha ra'u v'anecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam. Ze Elianu ve'amru, Ze Elianu ve'amru, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. Yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkot shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim.
V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'doratam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, ot hi le'olam, ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It shall be a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel, for in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day God ceased from work and was refreshed.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. We continue now with our tefillah, the central portion of our worship service. Please rise if you are able. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Right. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzhak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Hanora, El Elyon Gomel Hasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Uzocher Hased Avot Ve'imaham, Via Geula Livei Beinahem, Ve'eman Shmo Be'ahava Melech Ozer, Umarsia Umagen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Abraham Zorat Sarah Tagibor, Tagibor, I'm sorry, Tagibor, Leolam, Adonai, Mechayel, Hakul, Tarav, Lucia, Ma'ashiv, Haru, Umorid, Hadashem, Mechalchel, Chaim, Behesed, Mechayel, Hakul, Mechayel, Hakul, Rachamim, Rabim Somech Noflim Velo Vecholim Umatir Asurim Vemkayem Unato Ishenei Afar Mihamo Chabal Givre Umidom Le'ah Melech Me'it Umchayem Umasmiach Yeshua Zeman Atah Lechayot Hakol Baruch Atah Adonai Lechayot Hakol.
Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh.
Days pass and the years vanish. We walk sightless among the ages. God, fill our eyes with seeing and our minds with knowledge. Let there be moments when your presence, like lightning, illuminates the darkness in which we walk. Help us to see, wherever we gaze, that the bush burns unconsumed, and we, clay touched by God, will reach out for holiness and exclaim in wonder, "How filled with awe is this place, and we did not know it." Bless the Eternal One, the Holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated.
May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh Hashalom, Hashabbat.
You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence, and do your will. You are still the clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds our mind, we look inward for the answers to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another. All Israel and all those who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha labadcha be'ira na'avad.
Out of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us, so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ucha na'eh lahodot.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atah hu melech Adon lechol hashal. V'tov be'einecha levareh et Amcha Yisrael bechol et uvchol sha'ah bishlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai hambarei et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all peoples of earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hollow every home and every heart. Praise are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamvarei et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Ki atah hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atah hu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Le'olam. V'tov beinecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam, Tasim Leolam, Tasim Leolam.
I invite us now to take another deep breath in, exhaling out, as we have this opportunity to focus on that Makor Shalom, that source of peace that lies within each one of us. Let's tap into that source of peace right now as we take a few moments for silent reflection.
Oh, say shalom, bimromah. Oh, say shalom, bimromah. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Aleinu. 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Bimromah. Oh, say shalom. Bimromah. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Uyase, uyase, uyase shalom. Aleinu. 1, 2, 3, 4. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
We now take this opportunity to focus our energies toward those who are ill and in need of healing. And on this particular Shabbat, we are mindful of Sally Amarendez, Chana Bat Miriam, Eliana Bat Chana, Robert Berg, Barbara Berlant, Mort Berlant, Dr. Arnold Berliner, Sarah Beinstock, Sandy Beinstock, Rich Burns, Esther Burton, Dr. Ed Kahn, Bob Kant, Chana Rivka Bat Ruchel, Nicole Chapman, Hadley Crane, Amanda Del Castillo, Elise Epstein, Peter Fathom, Jason Fishoff, Carolyn Franklin, Barbara Fiedman, Holly Fugit, Betty Garcia, Mary Gold, Jennifer Guerrera, Courtney Hansen, Lee Henderson, Barbara Jackowitz, Linda Johnson, Jerry Karp, Evelyn Katz McCosker, Petrus Lacey, Liatzvia Batliba Ve'elchanan, Janice Lucero, Young Song Lot, Father Bill Leninger, Shirley Lerner, Gary Levine, Penny Levine, Lithia Leos, Bobby Lotman, Austin Lucero, Carrie Medina, Eva Misley, Peggy Monroe, Brad Parkins, Esther Richmond, Linda Rogers, Stan Rudman, Marilyn Rudy, Dolores Sams Hoy, Harriet Saltzman, Laura Sanders, Donna Shine, Corrine Silverman, Sybil Summer, Grace Tannen, Donna Thyman, Pham Tai Trang, Gunter Vogler, Roy Vogler, Teresa Walsh, Claire Cecil Watson, Rosanna Wershing, Jeannie Watson, Nancy Weisenfeld, Karen Williams, Sue Witten, Sherman Wong, and everyone who is suffering from coronavirus. If you wish to add another name to our healing list, I invite you in the chat to go ahead and write that name in now as Cantor leads us in Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Misha Berach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel. May the one who blessed our mothers, may the one who blessed our fathers, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the power of your healing. Bless us with the power of your hope. May our hearts be filled with understanding and strengthened by the power of your love. Misha Berach Avotenu, Abraham, Yitzchak, veYaakov. Misha Berach Imotenu, Sarah, Rivka, Leah, veRachel.
Interesting.
May the one who
Can't
blessed
take your
our
volume down to 0 when you're on Zoom.
May the one who blessed our fathers hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well. Bless us with the vision for tomorrow. Help us to reach out to those in pain. May the warmth of friendship ease our sorrow. Give us courage, give us faith, show us the way. Misha Berach Avotenu, Misha Berach Imotenu, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, hear our prayer, and bless us as well.
Well, we're going to take just a few minutes now to do something I've been excited about all week, and that is to interview Matt Gann. So let me have the opportunity here to introduce Matt Gann. Matt, you with us?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Good. You have to talk so I get close to my box. Thank you. So Matt Gann has been around our synagogue his entire life until recently. And Matt, many of you may know, actually was an administrative assistant for Phil before the last couple of years before Matt went off to college, where he went to Chapman and graduated from Chapman. They let him out of there, which we're very happy about. Great school, right?
They did, yes.
Nice. But also with Matthew, that you should all be aware of, he really has a long lineage here at Temple Emanu-El. His grandparents were Bob and Ruth Crandell, both served as president of the congregation. His uncle is Steve Crandell, who just joined us. You all heard him when he joined. Thank you, Steve. And Steve is the current president of our congregation, leading us beautifully right now, I think, especially under these circumstances. And so Matt comes from a line of incredible leaders. His mom also, Lori, has been very involved in our synagogue and involved with Hallel, and truly is a leader as well. And Matt himself is a leader. And that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today, as Matt is currently the Director of Youth Engagement for Temple Bat Yam, but he also will be working this year as an Assistant Director of Camp Newman. And that's what we're very excited about. This is super, super exciting. So I would actually, let's just jump into that one, Matt. Tell us about your new role with Camp Newman.
Yes, it's so lovely to be with everyone tonight. Shabbat Shalom. Yes, very exciting. We are ramping up for an amazing summer and just about 6 months from now. And I have the opportunity to work with the camp team and to work with a variety of our staff members. We are actually in the process of hiring our incredible staff this summer and working with that team to create innovative programming and figure out what does camp look like this summer. Obviously, will look a little different given the unique circumstances, but we are excited to bring it alive and really be in person after we had to make the decision to cancel last summer. But that is very exciting working with camp and getting ready for this summer.
And what are you going to be doing at camp?
I will be the summer assistant director, and in that role, that is working with a variety of our counselors and our specialists, and working with our programming team, and working with some of our supervisors, working with our staff experience. Phil's daughter even applied to be on staff this summer, and working with that team of people to really create the magic within our cabins. We often say that working in the camp field, we are running 2 camps. We run a camp for our campers, and we also run camp for our staff members. And the happier our staff are, the more that they are connected, the more they are trained, and the more that they feel that love and connection, the stronger they will be in our cabins and create magical experiences for our campers.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, Matt. That really is. And so what excites you the most about camp? What do you think?
Yes, so I have been going to camp this summer. Will be my 17th summer at Camp Newman. I have been a camper for 12 summers, and this will be my 6th year on staff. So this is actually my 18th summer.
Nice.
So it's awesome. For me, I really think the piece around camp that has always been the most exciting was some of the friendships that I made at camp. Some of my best friends, some of those people that I met in 3rd grade, entering my 3rd grade year, are still some of my closest friends at camp. And the other piece that I would add is to celebrate Judaism in so many different ways and in so many different abilities at camp is very special. In terms of Shabbat, in terms of the way that we practice it every single day, in terms of the way that we really bring together this incredible staff every summer to guide and mentor teens and our younger campers under the lens of Jewish values is really incredible. And for me, I received that as a camper and was a part of what was done, and to be able to bring it back as a staff member is really incredible. And in this role, to bring it back to train our staff members to be a part of that magic is really even more incredible. Many of the staff members that I will work with this summer were many of my campers. And we often talk at camp the power of generational leadership. It's so super in my family. Generational leadership has been key from my grandparents serving to my uncle serving as president, and is just yet another example of in the Jewish community how important that value is, and how at camp we bring staff members that have been campers for years and feel such a connection to it that they not only are volunteering and raising their hand, they are putting so much effort to create magical experiences and give that love back to our campers. I think we even have pieces of that in our religious school here at Temple Emanu-El, with many of our teachers that believe that same value as they come back to teach as teachers. And that's really, I think, one of the most special pieces at camp. And I think, when the decision was made to cancel last summer, I remember when those first emails went out, what was so powerful was the fact that our staff were some of the first to respond that said, "I'm ready to help." They put their feelings and emotions aside and were ready to help and join us. And so we had virtual experiences, and they helped make those magical and brought camp into the home. It was yet another example of how connected people are, that they wanted to create that difference. And we're looking forward to doing that in person this year.
Wow, Matt, you said a lot, man. That was great. You're in love when your passion comes out. It is just fantastic. I love that. And by the way, I'll tell you that feeling Phil and I can relate with when you have a kid that's one of your kid becomes a counselor. Actually, Ari was one of our kids. Phil and I both had him at Camp Swig, right? Phil, you had him too. I had Ari as one of my kids, and now he's the director of the West Coast Camping for us. So it's really special. So let me ask you though, one thing that I've always noticed, I've known you basically your whole life, quite a bit of it. How old are you, by the way?
23.
Wow. Well, yeah, I've basically known you since you were 1, I think. It must be it then. That's pretty amazing, Matt. But you've always been incredibly committed, and your passion has always been there. I just wanted to ask you, what do you think contributed to that passion, to that incredible commitment to your Jewish identity?
Absolutely. So when I think a lot about my Jewish identity, I always think about when I was younger, watching my grandparents lead in the way they did, with such compassion and humility, and really had a big vision for what a Jewish community was. So growing up, that was always the examples and role models of my life that I could always lean on and look to for support. And then when it came time to have my own chance at the rings, growing up in our religious school, was doing things with youth group, wasn't deeply involved in NIFTY, our Reformed Jewish Youth Movement, and then got the opportunity to serve at camp and serve in our office, and was really in this Jewish community. I started to find that it was a place of learning. And I think we often say there's nothing greater in the study of Torah, but I also think that pertains to leadership. And for me, the space where I found my truest values and my truest opportunities to grow was in the Jewish community. School was not, for me, growing up, school was challenging and not the place where I felt incredibly successful. And I was welcomed to a Jewish community that was ready to cheer me on, and was also ready to watch me grow, and was also there when I failed, and was ready to help me through those challenges, and was both those cheerleaders and those Jewish role models. And I think that is what is so powerful that we do in the Jewish community, that is so unique to any other place. We look at the work that we do, and we look at the people that we serve. And when the people are so much in the front, we are serving such Jewish values. That was where I was excited and engaged. And that's kind of what, where I started doing it at Temple. It led to all these other Jewish experiences, and led me to be doing it in college in the Jewish community, and led me to want to work professionally in the Jewish space, both in the camp setting, and in the congregational setting. And for me, it was that place of success, and learning how to be a teacher and an educator and a role model were things that I learned in the Jewish community. And because of that, I found this opportunity that arose. And that really was the first time for me in my life that I felt that place and such a special connection.
Well, Matt, I really appreciate your vulnerability and being so open with all of us. It's just really special to hear that. So the last question I have for you is, what do you want to okay, you could create any job in the world. What does Matthew, or as I used to call you, Matadyahu, Gan, what does he really want to do? Any job in the world, Matt, it's yours right now. What would it be?
Oh, any job. I would love to be one of my dream jobs I always say is to be overseeing our entire camping and youth movement for the Reform movement. It is the work that we are doing with our teens, the work that we are doing with our young adults, the work that happens in those spaces is incredible. And I often say that for those of you that are teens, those of you that work with teens or have teens out there, we often say that's our Jewish future, but I often say that that's the Jewish present. It is our now, and they are out there in the world, and they are many of our teens, our staff members, our campers at camp or in NIFTY or in congregations. And I really, there's nothing more powerful than some of that work out there for me.
Oh, beautifully done, Matthew. Thank you so much for sharing your words, your thoughts with us. And I just felt the energy of Bob and Ruth on my shoulders here. And I know you're probably feeling that too.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It was so good.
We're so proud of you, aren't we, Phil? And Matt, we're going to do now, you remember this, we have birthday pencil time now, Matt. And so, Phil, you realize there's actually someone's birthday who's with us right now.
I heard.
Jonah, it's your birthday. We're going to sing happy birthday right now to you, buddy. You deserve that. You led so beautifully. He had a donut this morning, thankfully. A very good friend, but he hasn't even opened up his presents yet. So we got to get the service going for Jonah's sake. So you ready, Jonah? This pencil Phil's holding for you is yours. We'll have to give it to you some other point. But let's sing happy birthday. I think you better hear Tanner's voice than mine. So Tanner, why don't you sing it?
Well, hopefully you'll all be singing along with me, even if
Yes, we're just gonna mute and sing with you. Yeah.
There we go. Ready? Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Yom Huledet Sameach. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jonah. And all those people have birthdays in December. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Jonah's 11. Jonah, think about that. You have to get to 120, my friend. 120 in good health, lots of happiness and love in your life. And that goes for everyone that's had their birthday this month or will have their birthday this month. We wish you all a wonderful birthday, even though we're still in our boxes. We're happy to be with each other. That's what matters the most. Right, Phil? You want to pass out the pencils, Phil?
No problem. I have a great princess pencil right here.
Oh my God, princess pencil?
That's just for Matt, though.
Oh, princess pencil?
Just for Matt. There you go.
All right.
God, I was worried. I really wanted it.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Well, no, princesses are fabulous. Right, everyone? Well, I think that's enough of us. It's time now to hear from Brandon Frederick, representing our Board of Trustees, to do our announcements this evening.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. As Rabbi just said, my name is Brandon Frederick, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our live Erev Family Shabbat on behalf of the Board of Trustees. These notes are written just as well as they ever are. All right, so this week, there's a full range of activities, including we're coming up on the 13th is Latkes and Laughs. That's the most important one. You don't want to miss that one. 5:30 p.m. It's being hosted online. Invite everyone. There's 3 raffle prizes, all valued at over $100. And if you buy a Latka and Laugh ticket before the 6th, which is in 2 days, your name will be entered in twice into the raffle. So purchase your tickets today. And tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. is the morning minyan with the B'nai Mitzvah class, open to everyone. Tuesdays at noon, join us for our weekly chat with the rabbi. On Wednesday, December 9th is our next Lunch and Learn, also at noon. Thursday is this month's TV and movie discussion on the film The Raid on Entebbe. I think I said that correctly, which is available on Prime.
It's the older version, 1977 version for those that are watching.
Thank you, Rabbi. And Hanukkah begins this week. And in addition to Latkes and Laughs, you can celebrate by bringing cheer to those in need by shopping on our JFS Embrace a Family dreidel board, which is on the website this year. And you can join our fabulous first night event with Shira Klein. That's on Thursday this week. That's December 10th, 6 p.m. She's going to lead a music session.
It's going to be awesome, Brandon. I'm telling you.
It will be.
So excited. No, seriously, we are so excited for that. You're going to love it.
She did one earlier, maybe a year ago, and it was excellent. It was excellent.
Actually, ironically, I think she was with us the last family service before we were closed down in February of last year.
Yeah,
that's right.
February.
This year. Feels like last year, but the last 8 months have been the longest 5 years of our lives.
And then next Friday, a week from today, our streaming Erev service will be a special musical experience at 7 p.m. And last, if you would like a special one-on-one Zoom appointment with our clergy, please do not hesitate to call or ask the office. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. And we continue with Eleni on page 586. Please rise if you are able.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
We now take the opportunity to think about members of our community who've died recently or in years past. I invite you, upon hearing the name of your loved one, to stand as a sign of your love and grief for that person, and to remain standing till all our names on our yahrzeit list have been recited. On this Shabbat, we are mindful of those that are grieving the Shiva, the first week of mourning for a wonderful woman who many of you may have noticed in the back of the sanctuary. She often had a purple streak in her hair. Her name was Michal Lubin, and she was born in Palestine before that Palestine was Israel. And she was a member of our congregation the last few years. We think of Michal Lubin, who died this past week and was laid to rest on Wednesday. We also think of those that are grieving the Shloshim, especially for our former president and actually the head of my search committee, Dr. Bob Hirsch, as well as Joel Strauss. We also think of those that are grieving the Shana, the first year of mourning, for Gary Ackman, Marion Bergothen, Tony Berliner, Raymond Berman, Rabbi Samuel Brody, Alexander Burstein, Stephen Ronnie Bush, Idel Kagan, Dory Cohen, Rabbi Sissy Koren, Vivian David, Rebecca Lynn Decker, Benny Schumann Donald, Vladimir Doktorovich, Bert Epstein, Glenn Farber, Beverly Furman, Marv Fox, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Helen Marchett Goldman, Bernice Green, Lorna Hoffman, Susan Hammer, Seema Jaffe, Jerry Kane, Rita Kane, Lori Kaplan, David Dudi Messinger, Irene Neal, Richard Pascoe, Nancy Pfister, Cami Resnick, Curtis Lee Robinson, Edith Robinson, Rabbi Kenneth Roseman, Laura Marie Rosen, Barbara Rudnecki, Victor Ratner, Fred Retchen, Ron Roth, Lorraine Samuel, Ruth Silen, Marilyn Silver, Francis Singer, B. Chandler Shaw, Alice Sklar, Sandra Sokolek, Bruce Summer, Greg Stiller, Carol Wachtenheim. We also think of the following yahrzeits that we observe on this Shabbat as we think of William Asher, Dr. Bernard Joseph Axelrod, Eleanor Babel, Ben Benson, Jean Bernstein, Ed Kavanaugh, Winston Cornell, Meyer Davidson, Madeline Ekalevsky, Robert Feldman, Christina Frankel, Lydia Friedman, Lester Gabriel, Julius Gross, Zelda Heitner, Stephen Kipperman, Dr. Charles C. Lax, Min Lotman, Art Messinger, Woodrow A. Morgan, Jerry Richmond, May Gladys Rossman, Alice Sternberg, Ellen Tannenbaum Terrell, Harold Paul Terran, Suzanne Tucker Oken, Israel Weinberg, Joan Weinberg, Eleanor Weinstein, Herman Weisberger, Louise Morrison Winter, Irving Oscar Zell. Zichronam livracha, may the memories of all of our loved ones endure as a blessing as we now recite together the ancient words of our mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabba, ve'amad divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agalav uzman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach le'alam olmei almaya, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעולם מכל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה משמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. Imru, amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to those who are grieved among us, wherever they may be, as we say together as one congregational family. Amen.
Amen. We're going to conclude this evening's service with Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, which hearing Matt talk about camp got me all nostalgic. So this is one of my favorites from camp. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, peace unto you, how good and pleasant it is for everyone to live together in peace. Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom, Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim, gam yachad, hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim, gam yachad, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom, Hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim, gam yachad, hine ma tov u'manayim, shevet achim, gam yachad, Hevenu Shalom Aleichem, Aleichem, Hevenu, Aleichem, Hevenu, Aleichem, Hevenu Shalom.
Nice, nice. So it is our tradition at family service to bless our family, our children. So I'm going to invite the children to go with their parents. If you guys were in separate rooms, jumped in together, maybe quickly, as we're going to have the opportunity to do our blessings for our children. And if you have a daughter, I invite you to lay your hands upon your daughter or daughters and repeat after me. Yasimcha, or yes, let's try Yasimech. Let's try that one. Yasimech. I'm still waiting for everyone to repeat. No one's doing that, of course. Elohim.
Elohim.
Thank you. Kisara.
Kisara.
Rivka.
Rivka.
Rachel.
Rachel.
Leah.
Leah.
May God inspire you.
May God inspire you
to live in the tradition of Sarah and Rebecca.
To live in the tradition of Rebecca and Sarah.
Rachel and Leah.
Rachel and Leah.
Who carried forward the life of our people.
What he said.
Well said. Who carried forward the life of our people. And if you have a son, I invite you to lay your hands upon your son. And repeat after me. Yasimcha.
Simcha.
Elohim.
Elohim.
Ke'ephraim.
Ke'ephraim.
V'chi Menashe.
V'chi Menashe.
May God inspire you.
May God inspire you.
To live in the tradition of Ephraim and Menashe.
To live in the tradition of Ephraim and Menashe.
Who carried forward the life of our people.
Who carried forward the life of our people.
And now, children, I invite you to lay your hands upon your parents. And repeat after me. I love you.
I love you.
I love you too, Phil. And now hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses, hugs and kisses. Mwah. And great job, 5th grade. Well done. That was great. Really well done. Really well done. We're very proud of you. That was terrific. And thank you, Christina, for doing work. Thank you, Cheryl, and all the other teachers that have been working very hard with our students. I think we're starting to see some nice shifting here, and I love that. Thank you. Really nice. Really, really nice. And with that, everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbat and a wonderful weekend. Hopefully, for those of you that are joining us tomorrow morning for Minyan, we'll see you at 9 a.m., Cantor and I. We look forward to that. And we look forward to seeing you next week for lots of Chanukah stuff. Do not miss that opportunity Thursday night with Sherry. You will love it. And then we have another really cool kind of service Friday that's going to feature our choir members and Rock Shabbat members and all kinds of people doing all kinds of
tones too.
And Mazel Tone's the best, which we need them for family service. So we may have to start doing a video for family service.
I know, I miss you guys.
I think we may have to just do one song from them each family service, Cantor. I don't know. We need to hear their voices. And with that, everyone, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your weekend. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
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 Shalom. Bye.
Shabbos.
Shabbat shalom. You guys were awesome.
Thank you.
Hi, Ray Ray. Shabbat shalom.
Everybody.
Thank
Hi, Matthew.
Well done, Matthew.
Yeah.
Our future's in good hands.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank God.
So good to see you.
You as well. Shabbat
Your,
shalom.
your grandma and grandpa would be so proud.
Yes, they would be.
They would be. That's right, Matt.
The whole time you were talking, all I could think of was Ruth's smile on her face.
Yes.
I have to admit, I was there. I'm with you there too, Sherry. I was thinking a lot about Ruth during that.
Oh, God.
The way Matt articulates himself is very much like Ruth would, I think.
Yes, yes. I had
Yeah.
tears in my eyes, Matthew.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night,
everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Hi, Judy.
Hello.
How are you, honey?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. It's been a bit tough.
Yeah, I know. I talked to my daughter-in-law tonight, and she really fell apart when she came home tonight. The hospital is just
So long,
having
people.
such a rough time.
Yep, and it's gonna get worse, Sherry.
Yes, it is.
Oh, God.
Very scary time.
It's horrible, just horrible. But Jean fell apart. She just
I'm
really,
so sorry. Oh, Jean, really? Oh.
yeah, she called me when she got home, and she says, I need to talk.
Oh,
It just
poor
broke my heart. It
Poor
broke my heart. But she's okay now. She's okay. We had a
Well, she needed that
good long
experience.
talk.
Need that experience.
Oh, yeah.
But O'Connor, I can only imagine how it's going at O'Connor, how you gotten you.
Oh, God. But Matthew, it's
we're almost
so
at
good to
capacity.
see you.
You as well. You as well. Even though it's virtually, it's so good to see you as well.
Yeah. I look forward to this all the time. It's just such a wonderful time to see people that I love.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Yes.
Cool. Well, so good seeing you all. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I love you all.
Love you too.
Well done. Bye.
Bye. Is everybody leaving? Okay. Bye, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Well, if
After
you
you'll
want
see
to
you
stay on,
Sunday.
you can stay on if you want to, feel free.
Okay.
I think if I leave it, we'll stay on. We'll see.
Hi, Cheryl. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos. Hey, sweetie. Shabbat shalom. Great job, Matt.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Good seeing you too.
Our boy check.
Yeah.
And your uncle came on to hear you, so that was nice.
I did, and he didn't mute himself too.
I know. I had to mute him. I had to go mute him. I had to
But
find him.
yes,
Well, that's okay. Now I can harass him for a couple weeks. It gives me something to harass him with. I like
oh, you have to.
that. Of course.
More than a few weeks. You can do it all year. Till the presidency's over.
Right. Well, take care. All right.
You as well.
I really love you. So proud of you, Matt. So
Thank
proud of
you.
you.
Thank you.
Well, you're going to have
Hopefully-
one of us at camp. I think since we're going to be limiting faculty, we've talked about it. We're hoping we'll send Phil as our representative this time.
Nice.
But I'm
Yeah.
really, I really want to go back there and see it all. So I know there's no way we're going to do this summer with our protocols unless something happens with the vaccines. We'll see.
Right. I mean, unless we can have some miracle, but
We have vaccine and written permission from a doctor. We get to come and visit. I don't know. But I really want to see the new stuff already. God dang.
it's exciting. It's very cool. And yes, the stuff is I mean, that welcome center is almost done and the dining
Yeah.
hall is on its way.
Well, Ari's
So
crazy. He's loving it. So the pictures he has, I love them. So I got to see a lot of.
yes.
Great.
Yes.
Thanks,
And
Ken.
you also talk about the most random things. They redid the grass, which was the big deal. So now it's like a real field.